Hi everyone, this is Erin with Lizzie Knits and Three Birds Yarn Studio, and I'm going to show you a walkthrough for the Trinity Fingerless Gloves pattern for doing the thumbs. So you're probably at the point in the pattern, and we'll follow along here, where you have the live thumb stitches put on a placeholder, or you can use scrap yarn too. I have a stitch holder here, and you can grab your pattern, and I'm going to read through and walk you through all the steps. All right, so finishing the thumb. Okay, and it says at the top, same for the left and right glove. We're going to do exactly the same because the opening's in the same spot, and then you have 8 stitches. Okay, with US 10 needles, these are your main project needles. We're going to use the DPNs again. Place the 8 stitches from the placeholder back onto 2 DPNs. Divide these stitches between the 2 needles. So I'll put 4 on each. Okay, and you want to place them back on the DPN in the same way they're coming off the stitch holder, and what I mean by that is you don't want to have them twisted. So with each stitch, the right leg of the stitch is in the front and the left leg is in the back. So that way, when we start knitting with these stitches again, you won't be able to tell that you took a little pause here and they were put on a holder. So it'll all go very smoothly. All right, we got 2 DPNs here and 4 stitches on each. With a 3rd DPN, add the yarn and pick up and knit the 2 stitches you cast on earlier at the base of the thumb. Make sure you are picking these stitches up from the outside of the thumb. Okay, so what we need to do here is pick up 2 stitches on this side, and this is where we did the cast on the 2 stitches to get back to the original stitch count. All right, so we're gonna pick up and knit. So grab your project yarn 2, and let's find, let me see here, the 2, that would be stitch 1 and 2 right in here. It looks like there's a lot more going on here, but if you you can pause this video for a minute and kind of just check out what you're working with here. Like this column is attached over here. This column of stitches is attached over here. So really there's only 2 stitches in the center. All right, and pick up and knit. I'm going to take my 3rd DPN and go under both legs of one of these stitches. Okay, grab the project yarn, and we're going to make a stitch into here. Make sure you grab both legs. I'm going to loop my project yarn around, and we're going to pull this new, kind of anchor it so it doesn't slide. We're going to pull this new stitch through. Okay, and go slow here because it's tight. It's very tight. So just make sure you grab that new little loop. Okay, we've got 1 stitch here. Get the tail out of the way. Do the same thing with that 2nd stitch. Pick up both legs. Okay, wrap your yarn like you're making a knit stitch. You see I'm kind of like using my left hand to work it, help the stitch come off the needle, and we'll go slow and you'll see the new stitch just poking through. All right, got it. Yeah, take your time with this, and if it doesn't work, just start fresh. It's only 2 stitches here, and we're picking up knitting, so we're not gonna like lose any progress. All right, okay. And what I like to do is get this tail with your new working yarn, thread it down into the center. Get that out of the way. Okay, because we got enough things going on with all these needles. All right, so now we are ready to start working in the round. Okay, the stitch count is now 2, 4, 4 stitches, 2, 4, and 4 for stitches 1, 2, and 3. Okay, got 2 on needles 1, 2, and 3. I have 2 stitches on needle 1, 4 on 2, and 4 on 3. Okay, on needle 2 instructions, we're going to be completing the round. I'm going to kind of summarize this, we're going to be picking up stitches. And what I mean by this little section here is if you've ever made mittens or gloves, mittens before, and you're working a thumb, sometimes big gaps occur in the, like where it's pinched, where you join the yarn, and you get these big holes. And the way I wrote this pattern is, I mean, that's the worst. I hate that. So I kind of came up with a solution. But what we're going to do is, so you have 4 stitches here. Before knitting these 4, we're going to pick up a stitch down here and knit it together with this one. And then the same thing when we kind of get to the end of the round here. Okay, this is going to be the end of the round. So we already did 2, so that was the beginning. And then when you get to the end here on the other side of the thumb, we're going to pick up a stitch here and knit it together with that final stitch. So in the end of this round, we're going to be knitting 2, picking up 2 stitches, and in the end, you'll still be left with the 10 stitches. All right. Hopefully that kind of clears things up what we're doing in this first setup round, because I know when you're reading these, they're written instructions, like it was a lot, but hopefully we're getting through it. All right, we're on needle 2 here. With needle 2, this is needle 2, pick up, okay, we're not using this just yet. We'll use this in a minute. Needle 2, pick up the left leg of a completed stitch on your right. Okay, so that would be these completed stitches right here. Bring this stitch onto the left needle from the back. Okay, we're going to put it onto here. So you see there's just kind of like a couple stitches to pick from. I'm going to grab this one. Bring it up onto your needle from the back. I said there's a few to choose from. Just pick one that's in the center. All right, done. You now have 5 stitches on your needle, and the stitch that you picked up is twisted. Correct. Okay, these are all, they're oriented differently, okay, because the right leg is in the back. Now knit 2 together and knit 3. Okay, so we need our 4th DPN. One's twisted, one is not, but we're going to knit these 2 together. And you can kind of pull that when you're crossing between DPNs. I always make this stitch like a little extra tight just so there's no gap. Okay, knit 2 together and then knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, rotate. Needle 3 of the round. And similar now, we're going to pick up at the end here to close that gap. So knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Slip 1 stitch knitwise. So as if to knit, but I'm just slipping it. And with your 4th DPN, right here, pick up the right leg of a completed stitch on your left. Bring this stitch onto the left needle from the front. Okay, so again, we're looking at these stitches here in the space. These are completed stitches. Bring this stitch onto the left needle from the front. And really, see these, it would be this one right here. So I'm gonna bring my 4th DPN, so this is like my left needle, from the front. Place the slipped stitch back onto the left needle. Okay, don't twist it, don't do anything, just put it back on as is, and knit these 2 together TBL through the back loop. Knit them together through the back loop. All right. This is hard part's done. It's a little complicated, but now as we're going to continue now some thumb rounds, those gaps are going to close up. And then this tail, when you're weaving in at the end, if there's even a little gap because the first stitch always becomes a little loose that you join your yarn with, just, tighten this up if you need to before tying off or weaving in, however you choose to do it. Okay, the original stitch count is restored across all 3 needles, 2, 4, 4. And now we're going to have rounds 2 through 4. So just keep going. This is round 2 now. So we're going to have 3 rounds of just knit, knit, knit. Okay, this is round 2. This part might be a little self-explanatory, so if you think you got it from here, just go on and quit the video, because really that setup is the tricky part. And if you can follow the rest, just go for it. So this is round 2, where I'm just knitting now. Back to 10 stitches. Okay, round 3, where I'm just gonna get a little established so I can show you how those thumb gaps. This is round 3. Get yarn all over the place. Round 3. Last needle for round 3. Knit, 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 knit. Okay, and then I'll have round 4 will also be knit, and then rounds 5 and 6 is back to the ribbing that matches the cuff, the top edge. Okay, I'm gonna stop myself here. You can finish up these next couple rows are pretty simple. But I just want to show you, I got needles everywhere. There's no thumb holes. Yay, we love that. And it's just kind of blended in and just looks like part of the pattern. I have a completed one here. This color is a little darker, but when you're done, see, I have 2 rows of the ribbing at the top. The thumb just kind of, put it on my hand. But I really do like the picking up stitches technique, because it's much nicer to take care of the thumb gaps like while you're knitting, instead of having to deal with closing them with the tail at the end. Like, I just prefer just take care of it right away. All right, so that about covers it. You can finish up the rest of the pattern, and then, you already did, and then use the same technique, the tubular bind off that you did with the top of the hand here. See, it's nice and rolled edge. The thumb's going to look exactly the same, but if you opted to skip the tubular bind off and you use your own method, just use whatever method you used here for the thumb as well, so it matches. All right, happy knitting. Enjoy your new gloves.